Hey everybody, this is the second half of my playthrough of Dracula 2, Noroi no fuuin, or Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. We're just entering the third mansion in our quest for the Dracula's body parts. So in we go. Nice little spike tracks. Check for some secret walls. I didn't go ahead and get the Morning Star first, so we do find our enemies a little tougher. They all take 2 hits instead of 1. But it should still be pretty manageable. I'm of course down to a single life with maximum hearts, always a good combination. If you didn't watch the first half, just a couple notes. When text boxes come up, my translations will have any kanji characters in blue, katakana characters in brown, hiragana characters in white, and I will have the phonetic translation, the actual Japanese translation, the literal translation, and the actual translation. Check out the video description if you want to have fast-forward links to any given town or mansion. Let us proceed. There's Mr. Oakstake Cellar already. I'm sure there's some diabolical path that I need to follow to get to him. Gargoyles always get me. They shouldn't be that tough, but already eaten into my health quite a bit. Yeah, these guys suck. Jumps are just too easy to miss. But yes, I don't mind if I do. Without that oak stake, we'll never break the crystal and release Dracula's bounty. Everest Cliff. Use the red crystal and wait for the wind. It's a pretty good hint. I don't think I ever actually figured that out in my original playthroughs of this game. I would just try to do that impossible jump at Camilla's Cemetery, which eventually I got kind of good at. But definitely a much, much, much harder route. More scenes than usual. I wonder if this little corridor means anything. Aha! We have our first boss fight of the game. So, with the chain whip, I have to do 2 hits even to hit the little sides when they come at me. But this flame is kind of nice because it just hits him and hits him and hits him and kind of immobilizes him. But it's also pretty weak. I think it's like the equivalent hits of the original leather whip, so not much. So let's add some chain whip hits in there with the flame, and hopefully we'll just take him down. There we go. And with that, he drops Kina no Naifu, or the golden knife, which is the fanciest knife in the game. who is guarding, of course, the body part. So oak stake in, the parts revealed. And we have Dracula's Midama, or eyeball, which literally means eye jewel, or ball. So the eyeball is cool, because now if I equip that, I can see all the hidden objects, so I know where, if I throw some holy water down, I'm gonna find something. They got these bats again. Not sure why the Grim Reaper is back either, but I guess it's a RAM issue or something. Now time to tediously make my way back out of here. Now that I have the eye, I can see if there's a book here. Honestly, I have no idea how to get it, because I can't seem to reach it with the holy water. And if I stand on it, I can't quite get down there. And of course, the demon killed me, or gargoyle. But anyway, that book seems ungettable, and I haven't gotten around to looking up some cheat for it, so I guess I'm gonna have to just let it go if I can't find some hole in the floor here. And I'm sure it had the clue that would unlock everything. No one will say I'm not persistent. But alas, it is not gettable for me. This dungeon's a little taller than the previous ones. Level after level. Can't get away with not having a fake floor to drop me down the spikes. Now time to explore this little area off to the west. I love these floaty blocks. The trick to these is you have to jump off them when you're heading upwards, because they give you that boost in your jump. And then you just walk off it into the lake, and you get to start all over again with it. If you try to jump off it when it's on downwards thing, you get a wimpy little jump. And again, you get to start over. Now with these little short ones, though, that's where the wimpy jump is helpful. One hurdle down. What's next? I hate these eel things. They're just, like, impossible to get. And almost impossible to avoid, it seems like. At least for me. I don't love these tulips either. Like an intense little area. Ooh, a super ore. So the diamond is a pretty awesome little weapon. It's actually my favorite cheap way to kill Dracula at the end. Trying to figure out where I want to go next. Pretty much got all the weapons now. My dagger, my silver knife, and my gold knife. The holy water, the diamond, the sacred flame. Got a couple laurels, got some garlic, the red crystal, and 3 of Dracula's body parts. There are a few other secret items that appear up in my whip area. They're more sort of innate items that are just in use all the time. But I'll get a couple of those pretty soon. Take that, tulip. And morning! Yay! This is not a great scene for nighttime. It was definitely helpful for collecting hearts, though, after that unfortunate little game over in mansion number 3. At least his mummy still give a big part even in the daytime. Alright, now back to the ferryman. Once again, across the dead river. Back to the Jova side of the river, I guess. And then I'll just head over to the left, to the right, and then you see the ferryman kind of reappear real quick. I guess I didn't need to leave the scene. He would have come back. I just need to make sure I don't have the part equipped now, so I can go back to... what's that town called again? Yuba or something like that? That's what I was looking for. Been here, done that though, talked to everybody, bought all the stuff that's worth buying. So now it is time to continue into the wilderness. A nice wasteland. Of course, the shield only works while you're standing there. Still, any jumping or whip swinging makes it not work. And I'm amazing at timing that, just so that I get hit. These little dark guys I always find kind of interesting. But it's nice there, big heart too. Rebuilding my collection a bit. Oh, maybe they're only a half a big card. Start with the low road. There's a lot of hidden pitfalls in these things to drop me in the swamp, but I seem to be successfully getting over them. More of these hands, just like we saw in Camilla's Cemetery. And back to nightfall already. That seemed like a very short day. Oh well, once again, tackling the forces of darkness at night. 4 hits for these little slimes sucks. I hate those guys so much. I think there's an entire scene where that's the only enemy he's coming up. They're just relentless. Another cemetery, another garlic, another mysterious guy that appears. Ah, the silk bag. Kinu no Fukuro. Kinu is silk. Fukuro is bag. Interestingly, Fuku is clothes. So I guess a bag is just a kind of clothes, or clothes are a kind of bag. According to the way they're thought about in Japanese, anyway. I really feel like I never need to see those things again. Alas, that won't happen, but it would be nice. This is not looking good. Game over number 2. That nice collection of hearts I was building. Gone. So back to square one yet again. And probably no hope of a good ending anymore. At least Dracula won't come back. One nice thing about playing on a disc system, no save state. So what you see is what you get. No help but to wade through the swamp this time. Always nice to have a little pack of laurels on me. Alright, anyway, now that this little diversion is done, back to the left along the main road. I think I forgot to mention, the silk bag actually lets me store more laurel garlic. So instead of 4, I can now have 8. What awaits down this path? Take advantage of some of these big heart guys that are much easier to deal with than those stupid little slimes. Oh, the slightly unpredictable paths they take suck. $74. 200 more to go. Ish. 254 or something like the max. Good old binary pocket limits. Alright, and back to the morning. These do feel like short days and nights. Favorites. Better give me half hearts. Alright, this looks like a town again. I believe this one is commonly known as Ondal. Let's go see what the natives have to say, and maybe what they'll sell. That was a good use of a laurel. Pitfall of forgetting to unequip them after you use one. Just trying to throw holy water around. Instead, I become invincible inside a town where I cannot be hurt. Well, here's it's a good time to restore some laurel. Don't want to spend too much money though, because there are other things here that are probably more worth spending some big money on. Another one of those super tall towns where it's just up and up and up. Well, good for you. Apparently, there's a diamond hidden in a cemetery. I wonder where that is. Somebody in the darkness can give my whip mysterious power. I believe I heard something about that before. And I believe that might actually be a legit tip. Free daughter, huh? Apparently everybody wants to get themselves or their kids out of town. Not a good time to live in Transylvania. Fundo no Muchi. I don't have enough hearts to buy that just now. Fundo no Muchi. So that just comes out to, as far as I can tell, weighted whip. And that makes sense, as a morning star does have a giant weight on the end. And indeed, in English, that is the morning star that he's selling. What a pious young fellow. Kami is God in Japanese. There's another character in this game called the Shinigami, the God of Death, or Grim Reaper. Jam Wasteland is, I guess, where those slimes were. So that makes sense. They're kind of jammy. Chichose! Death Star. She is Death. It's also 4. And 100 other things. Japanese often actually refer to 4 as Yon to avoid that connection with death. Another death. He will die if he stays here. I suppose we all will. Or you can just tell me something useful and help me take care of Dracula, get rid of the curse, and then nobody will die. We'll all live happily ever after. But alas, he's not programmed to do anything more than that. So clearly I'm going to need some more hearts, so I can get myself that morning star. I don't really want to take on another mansion without it. Fortunately, these wasteland scenes have these mummies, and they're big heart droppers, and they're not very hard. The little floaty guys are kind of annoying. You sort of dodge your whip, but not terribly fast, so they're not too bad. Oh, floaty bricks. Well, that was a bit of a lame whip dodge somehow. Down to 2 lives, I'm ready. Guess I'm just a hack. Ooh, 4 hits again. At least now these guys are big heart guys too. B-men. This is kind of interesting. They used a phonetic B as opposed to the letter B for side B. Never seen that before. I wonder if they had some limit to the character set they could use. Tried and true heart collecting. Not getting the big hearts, but those 4 hits were killers on those things. Alright, 160, only 40 more to go. Or 10 more of these double hearts. And by double hearts, of course, I mean big half hearts. And the dawn arrives. I can't believe I'm short by 8. Guess I'll have to go deal with a mummy or two. Now I'm short by 4. And now I'm square. Cheapskate mummies. Wow. It's almost epically cheap. There we go. I know I overdid it, but it is what it is. Let's go get a Fundo no Muchi. Things need to die much more easily than they have been. There we go. A little more length. A nice big heavy ball with some spikes on it. The baddies won't know what's coming. And super technically, this is now the most powerful whip in the game. Or I shouldn't say it's now the most powerful whip in the game, but it is the most powerful whip in the game. In that I won't be getting another whip that is more powerful. Level up again. I've maxed out my health bar, so I'm not getting any new ones, but I'm at least getting refilled. Getting stingy with the churches in some of these towns. The shorter floating block area. And here we have the famous Deborah's Cliff. So I'm to hold the red crystal and wait for the wind. Just make sure there's no secret garlic guys around here. Doesn't seem like it. All this to avoid a nasty jump at Kamila's Cemetery for Kamira no Bochi. I don't know if I need to kneel for this one or just hang out. Here's the wind. It has taken me away. Where am I going? I'm going to the B side of this. And drop right here in the mansion. Mansion number 5. So here, it's 2 hits even with my Morning Star. If I brought my chain whip here, it would have been 4. That would have been a nightmare. We've got a little secret wall. I'm going to try my counter, or not counter, my clockwise roll. These mansions get taller each one. That was a crappy little pitfall. Not as mean as some of them have been. Don't have a clue what, if anything, I'm supposed to do with these. Or if there's a little trap or something. They're replicated anywhere else. At least not that I noticed. believe this mansion has an oak stake cellar that's a little bit reclusive. I believe this is a trap dead end. I don't like those. I'm patient with that guy. There we go. I thought there's a fake wall here. And that looks like a suspicious chamber below. I guess it makes sense to hide in this courtyard or whatever. The natives are not friendly. And I don't think I can actually get back up there. Just as well. Nah, I don't need that one. I've actually bought multiples in one of these places, or if I can only carry one. Or just go, like, buy another one on the way out each time. Never tested that to see how interchangeable they are. What if they'd work on Dracula? The old-fashioned 8-bit slow-mo when you get too many guys on the screen. Dracula's Tsume, or claw. I believe it might be fingernail in the other game. And if I recall, I think when you're using it, it makes your whip a little more powerful. So do you feel that a rib, a heart, an eye, a claw do not a Dracula make? But I guess it's enough. This is a rather one-way scene. Escape. Mansion number 4 is now behind us. So there's 2 directions that we can go here. First direction, left. This will take us back to Camilla's cemetery. If you choose to go that far. You don't actually have to. A similar looking lake here to what we've seen elsewhere. We also have Nightfall. Look at that. Same trick works. It's kind of a little dungeon scene. Actually quite tall, but to the best of my knowledge, there's really no reason to go up there. Love those little skulls. Ooh, who's this guy? He's going to power up my Fundo no Muchi with the power to burn evil. So see, Fundo no Muchi is the most powerful whip, but it can become more powerful still. But it's still Fundo no Muchi. Now it's Hono no Muchi. Flame Whip. These guys are conveniently timed to make sure I get them. But they do die more easily now. That was the goal. As soon as I get a Flame Whip, I meet a Flame Guy. Hopefully he's not immune. And clearly not. Shinigami, the Grim Reaper, holds a knife that can blind Camilla. Well, I already got a knife from Mr. Shinigami in match number 3. Seems a little unlikely you would get here without having had that happen. I suppose you can just dodge him and go and get the body part. And that was skillfully done. Anyway, now that I have the Flame Whip, we're getting a little closer to maxing out my potential. Got a full heart count. Got the best whip. Got all the weapons. But now I just realized I got my clue about Shinigami, and then I went and walked the wrong way. So, time to head back that way, because I'm not done off to the left. But at least now it's daytime. Weird little hole. I never noticed that before. It's sort of like half blocks. Haven't seen that anywhere else. I'm not sure what the point of it is. There's a glitch. And we get Kimura's hint again. Ah, floaty blocks! Become quite a thing around. Skulls. I do like them in the daytime with the flame. And another big, long swamp. Laurel it up. I made it all right. And lo and behold, mansion number 5. The last mansion that is not Castlevania itself. try out my clockwise route. It's been serving me well. My jumping skills, less so. I know there's that one stair up there, but this path just looks so tempting. A lot of those iffy jumps. Or not jumps. It was pretty straightforward to find. I will buy an oak steak. I know just where to use it. That's kind of some bullshit about throwing his bone up through the floor. Oh, there's just always a skeleton down there. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm landing on the wrong side of that wall. Seems a little one way, so I guess I'm gonna have to go off to the left here. Just quickly consulting a map. Never pays to get super lost while you guys watch. Turns out it's not that big a deal. Just carry along down here. Ooh, boss number 2. Let's see if my diamond trick works. Not really. No. It doesn't seem to be doing much to him. Ribbone seems to make this boss pretty easy. Not seeing much risk here, just hanging out. Slam her with the whip a few times while she's moving around in a pattern that is not very difficult to dodge. By the way, this is the famous Camilla. Or Carmilla, I believe, as the original legend would have her called. There we go. Now, in hindsight, I believe I was supposed to throw the gold dagger at her. I'm supposing that would have been a more effective weapon, but it did not seem necessary. Now that I have the cross, and drumroll, Dracula no Yubiwa, or Dracula's ring. Critical item, from my understanding, is needed to get into Castlevania. I'm not sure what other purpose it has, but that, along with the cross, should now give me everything I need to waltz my way off to the end of the game, take out Dracula, and be quit of this. as I remember my path out of here. Actually, that guy wandering around down there was not the oak steak seller. He was up higher, so what does this guy do? Cause me to get near death. Oh, free laurels? I'll take them. Ooh, 8 Gekejus. This still seems like a dead end, so I guess I'm gonna have to go up through the spiders and get up over there. And I guess at this point in the game, and given that I don't think I'm in line for a good ending, game overs and deaths don't really matter anymore, because I'm pretty much finished with hearts. They're great for having some dagger shots, but I don't really think there's much more for me to buy. I've maxed out my health gauge. That was clever. Okay. Now I can make my way back to the right through that weird dungeon with the Flame Whip guy, past Mansion 4, off to the right, and explore the new territories that await. Nice to have lots of laurels. It's great timing. Oh, that was a nice one. Game over number 3. I love this book. Reading it for a 3rd time. Reminding me that I did not successfully exploit Camilla's weakness. Oh, I believe I've done that before. And all those harps that I was holding, and I guess still am. I do get annoyed when this thing happens right when I'm about to jump or something. And more wasted laurels. I'd be here all day if I try to kill that with holy water. Be glad that I decided to trim down those please waits. They were like 15 seconds each originally. More mummies. These guys are much better than the eagles. I do not like the eagles. Unless you're talking about the bandit, then they're good. Back to side the B. Bimeno. And here we have another little town. The North Bridge off to the right. That's like one of the least threatening names that I've seen. Hashi is a bridge. Kita is north. Kita no Hashi, North Bridge. I believe this is known as the town of Duina. And it does at least have a church. A surprising number of these towns do not. A zombie killing, we will go. A zombie killing, we will go. We'll hit him in the face and knock him down. And we sure won't let him go. Really, I just want to talk to all the townsfolks. Get that last bit of language out of here. I guess there's maybe one more town after this one. I think this is the last real town. Finally! Some of these days and nights go so fast. Alright, my final priest. Especially if I don't get the good ending. Could be Laruba Mansion, but I've seen Larva Mansion. One of those things doesn't translate that well. This guy doesn't like me. I've made this area noisy. That one won't talk to me at all. See what this hermit has to tell me. Go back! So far, it doesn't seem like very many people in this town are particularly friendly. One Nenmai Mokokode 1 year ago here at Ichi Nenmai. See what we have behind door number 2. Or I guess door number 3. Because we know the church, and we know the evil, mean hermit. And we have a merchant. Potentially the last merchant. More Gekeju. I did waste a few. I guess it can't hurt. Not sure how many more I'll need, but I should be good. Back to the wilderness. The North Bridge, in fact. This bridge seems even rougher than the last one. The addition of these floaty bricks is a nice touch. It seems the North Bridge has been defeated. These guys are very fast fireballs. And another swamp, so I can make a bit of use of those GK juice. And still get hit anyway. And here's another crossroads. If I take the high road, I believe that just goes to a boring dead end with no interesting anythings. So I'll do the low road. And I have found this mysteriously gray town. And waste another laurel. This mysterious gray town is not referred to anywhere, but I believe has been known as Yomi from some Nintendo sources. All the online people like to call it Goulash. So, the Verdo Cemetery or Dora's Woods? Verdo Cemetery, I guess, should be my next destination. Final few minutes of gameplay here. We finally have a resident. Over there, Futari there. So here at the two of us, or together, or two people, depending on the context. But I don't want to live together there. I want to go this way. More mummies. Dude, more of these pesky eagle things. I do not love. And worth one measly small heart. The solid gravestones I have to jump over are a bit new. And now we have another bridge with a little bit of a barrier built in front of it, and night falls. So we now have a new area, no enemies, a well-repaired bridge that has been blocked off. What could that possibly mean? And why is this bridge maintained so much better than all the other ones? Some new music. Sounds sinister. This place does not look like it's in anywhere near as good shape as that bridge. Looks here the entrance has been filled in with some pretty flimsy stuff. Down to the bowels of Castlevania. It's a pretty one-way trip right there. No evil minions to deal with, though. Let's get a little bit ready with my secret diamond kill the Dracula trick. And here we are in the Resurrection Chamber. let all his body parts go. Although for some reason I'm still holding his rib, even though I literally just threw and put it in the fire. So let's see. He is not invulnerable to these, as I recalled. Helps me take out those little things he throws at me. A little bit of a combo of those in my whip. Not letting him hit me, and there he goes! Down quite easily. Alright, the epically well-written finale. Simon Belmont has passed away, despite not getting hit even once in the battle. Transylvania is left undefended. A toast to my 11 days battle. I think it needs to be 9 or less to get the good ending. Or maybe it's 6, I can't remember. And all the programmers have acquired a new first name of a virtue of their choice, from what I understand. Had I had the best ending, Simon would have wandered off, Dracula's hand would burst out of the ground, foreshadowing something else down in the future. The worst ending, Simon doesn't even make it this far. He and Dracula both fail to survive the battle. Circumstance Konami. And with that, we have completed our playthrough of Castlevania 2, Dracula 2, Noroi no fuuin. So if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and look for future videos.